Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with a sort of tactics talk. I have done probably 8 of these response videos for the various surveys that Wargaming puts out. I think I've probably published maybe 1, maybe 0. I don't remember if I actually ended up pulling the trigger on any of those things. I'm going to do this one more time, so if it sees the light of day, then you know I decided to publish it. The problem is I usually get a little bit aggravated with the wording and the questions and what they're trying to get at. You can parse a survey pretty hard. Anyone can have a problem with a survey depending on how it's written. But in my experience, since I've been around here 10 years and seen a lot of these things, the way they're written is very strange. And sometimes when I see what I think is the result on the other end, I understand that they're taking maybe the wrong information away from these things. We are a tiny, tiny piece of the pie over here in the NA server. I'm assuming this kind of survey went everywhere. I don't know. There may be differences in opinion on how surveys are done in other regions. So there's a lot of things going on here. But all I can do is react to what we get at NA. So I'm going to go through this. We'll talk about it. I'm going to do my best to not be as edgy about it, I guess. And maybe just do my level best to answer the question. And maybe explain why, if we get to questions that either don't make a lot of sense or don't have the, in my opinion, correct things being asked, we'll talk about it as we go. And let me know what you think down in the comments. So this is the very beginning question. Thank you for taking the survey. Answers be processed. Any personal data will be deleted. I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form. But anyway, and that's not just for Wargaming. That's for any internet company at all. But that aside, that's a bigger issue than just this Pixel Tank game. Did you know the 10th anniversary event dedicated to certain periods in the development history of the game has been held in the game since April 2020? That's a straightforward question. Yes, no, not sure. I mean, that's about as good as it gets. Yes, I believe I did know that. What is your opinion of the idea of conducting such a game event? That's a great question, and it's got basically positive, negative, neutral. That's great. The only way you could do that better maybe is to give another sort of positive, sort of negative, but who cares? You know, it's a simple question. My opinion, yeah, it's a good thing. Why wouldn't it be? Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, how it's done is another thing. Complete the... Here we go. How are they going to crunch this data other than find keywords? Very strange. Or the frequency of words. All right. Complete the following sentence. To me, the 10th anniversary of what means... See, oh, I broke my promise. I'm not able to stay neutral. I am not, what does it mean? It means, oh, I have to complete the sentence. Sorry, that's the beginning of the sentence. It means that I have been here a very long time. I don't know what is survey guys. Somebody out there has to have some training in this. I'm only a layman. I only watch it as the scene unfolds. I try to use logic. I've done a little bit of survey stuff, but nothing you would call training of any kind. I don't know what you would do with this. Anyway. Oh, how do I get... There we go. You got to hit return. Don't know why, but you do. Okay. That was awesome. Do you agree with the following statements about the 10th? This is where things get silly sometimes. This game event inspired nostalgic feelings in me. I experienced the festive atmosphere in game. Somebody please tell me what this matters in any way, shape, or form. I suppose maybe the nostalgic feelings. I experienced the festive atmosphere. Well, I'll just try to straight up answer. I like that it's agree, disagree, not sure. Sometimes their not sure answer has weird extras added onto it. Maybe we'll come up to one of those questions. But in the past, that's been very strange, the not sure thing. But did it inspire nostalgic feelings in me? Oh, well, see, here you go. I didn't even notice this. You're only allowed to somewhat agree. You cannot agree. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. You can only somewhat. You cannot agree or disagree. It is, you must somewhat. And I suppose that could be a stand-up or a stand-in for just agree and disagree. I would really like a I don't care. I guess I'm not sure, to be quite honest. I experienced a festive atmosphere. See, there should be don't care. If I put somewhat disagree, then somebody's going to be like, holy cow, we got too many disagrees. We're going to have to up the level of festive atmosphere. And that's not what I want. I don't want to disagree because I didn't care. And then they up the level of festive atmosphere. Then where we are next year. Then where we'll be next year. I don't know, guys. I can't. I know you don't want to try to read into questions, but when the questions are so vague, what are you going to do? And then the answers are weird. I don't know. Next. I will probably have to publish this. I got my coffee. It's early in the morning. I woke up early and I'm faced with this survey at 6 in the morning. My video is already ready for today, for Thursday, but I think I'm giving you guys a little afternoon survey here. All right, each of the 5 acts of the 10th anniversary event are divided into an active phase and a breather. Okay, isn't it were? Really? I mean, I know we're still in it as of October 12th, but it's over. All right. The active phase lasted a week. During this phase, it says lasts, I know. During this phase, players can take part in special time warp game events and earn gold keys. Oh, are they really opening the door to the gold key discussion? The breather that lasts about 20 days started after the active phase. During this period, the time warp game events are unavailable. But players can complete mission. Okay, yeah. What is your opinion of the duration of the active phase? All right, fair question. I mean, if that's your system, then let's dig into it. Man, I don't know. I thought about that myself, to be quite honest, there, Wargaming. I don't know how long those little extra doohickeys that you did. I mean, at one point it was beeping horns or something. I don't know how long you need beeping horns. I don't remember all of them. You know why? Because I didn't do any of them. I didn't care. I didn't care. So, hard. It's hard to say. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. What is your opinion of the duration of the breather? Again, hard to say. I know that doesn't help you guys. You made a months long event, which was cool. Let's call this optimal. And let's call them both optimal. It's fine. If you're going to do a little event, a week or whatever it was, you don't need a whole month of beeping horns. Do you? Maybe anybody need a whole month of beeping horns, or they just put it back into the game, perhaps? Something like that. How do you feel about the fact there were 5 acts in the 10th anniversary event? Bloody heck, who cares? Is there any of you guys out there sitting there going, man, if only there'd been 6 acts. If we could have just squeezed out one more act, you know what I mean? Just get that act out there, and then of course someone else is sitting there going, God, 5 acts wore me out. I mean, I'm really only good for 3, then it's bedtime, you know, I need a hot toddy. Get some sleep because I got to get up for work tomorrow. 3 acts is really my limit. I don't know why this matters. again, let's get into the bean counter thing. Because I look at this survey, and as a logical person, I say, what are we doing with this? What are we trying to get out of it? What's the information we're trying to mine from the player base? Somebody back there is like, hey, find out how many acts they want next year. So what we're going to get is, last year we sent a survey out and you wanted more acts, and we responded. This year's anniversary has 16.7 acts. All right. How do I feel? This is the question, the answer that you always see on this. Hard to say. Hard to say is kind of the out, but it would be nicer if there was, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Didn't think about it. I don't know. I guess hard to say fits that, but still. Hard to say sounds like, I don't know. I'm just kind of wishy-washy, and I don't know how many acts. You guys figure out how many acts. Do it for me. I mean, 5, 7, 29, I don't know. Whatever. But if you put, I don't care, you might get a little, information out of the community that, whatever, dude. Do what you want. Optimal number. I just have to do that. I don't have a choice. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't care. Did you know that players can earn anniversary coins? Straightforward, to the point. Don't know why they want to know this, but of course, yes, we did. Makes me wonder if they think a lot of people are sitting on coins or something. You know why I'm sitting on coins, Wargaming? Because I thought you were going to trick us. That's why I'm sitting on coins. I looked at it and I said, 5 golden keys, and a little blurb in there that said, the holder of 5 golden keys will open the first garage and find something very special in there. I have not opened the first garage, nor have I found anything very special, even if I was in one. 3 keys got me a 3D camo, baby, and that appears to have been your top prize. As well as the A46, which is cool. Anyway, we really got off track there, and I just wanted to throw that out for you in case someone from Wargaming is watching this. So yes, I'm very aware that there are coins. We'll get the keys probably later. Here we go. Yes, I knew there were coins. Did you know exactly how players get anniversary coins? Select all. Oh, golly. Well, of course you could purchase it. I did know that. Certain number of battles. I don't remember if it was that, guys. Did that get coins? I had no idea if it did. It was definitely completing missions. And is this is, you don't get coins for doing the expedition, right? Well, see, this is like a hard test because now I feel like I'm going to fail the exam. Sir, I did not study this part of the study guide. Can I get a little help here? Should I just put no? I don't know. At least if I put no, then I don't embarrass myself by not knowing how you got keys. I'm pretty sure you just bought them and you did missions. I don't know what. I don't think you got them in the expedition. Or were there missions, expedition missions for strongholds not strongholds, Steel Hunter? I don't know, man. This is going to hurt my grade, folks. That's going to hurt my grade, I think. All right. Anniversary coins can be received for completing missions and for... Don't you love that one question during the test that confirms that you got another question correct? This is great. This is why I like doing these, and they don't see the light of day because I often watch back through them and it's just a little mean. I'm hoping I've maintained a level attitude here and have not gone off the rails, but we'll see when we get done. Anniversary coins, yes. Did you strive to get as many anniversary coins as possible? That's a great question. That's a great question. Probably not a great question for me. Strive? No. Did I play a lot of the game because that's what I do? Yeah. So, to be fair, I'm going to say yes. I mean, essentially yes. I play enough that it wasn't really too much striving, but if you were looking at it as a neutral observer from outside, you'd go, yeah, Guido try-harded to get those coins because he plays this stupid game a lot. It's not stupid, sorry. Sometimes. No, it's a good game. That can be stupid. All right. Do you know how to use and do I know how to use them? This is another test that I was not prepared for. Another question I didn't study. Okay. I thought these were all opinion things. I like it. We're getting specific here. To purchase a gold key, no. Exchange for personal reserves. Oh yeah, baby. At one click at a time. One click at a time, folks. That's... I hope you know what I'm talking about there, wargaming folks, if you're watching this. And UI guys who made it so you could only click one thing at a time, which I believe it takes 3 clicks, a 1, a 2, a 3, to get to the center of the personal reserves Tootsie Pop. All right. To purchase a unique 3D style. No, that was a key. That's a trick answer. Exchange for unique customization. Yes. Yes, sir, you can do that. Exchange for... Yes, you can get directives, I believe. And a unique premium vehicle. All right. All right. All right, all right, all right. I think I got this question right, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm still on track for an A, but the finish the sentence question may have hurt my grade. I don't think the professor's going to like that one. It was a little snarky. You know what I mean? It was a little snarky. Four. Why are there 4 all in one row or in one page? Is all the same thing? Oh, it's about the coins. Okay. How do you generally assess each of the following rewards that can be redeemed? This is great. Okay. All right. All right. Let me tell you something. Wargaming. Special anniversary styles. That's useful. Absolutely. I mean, it's camo, so good deal. Special anniversary decals. It is to me. I don't want to stop them from doing cool stuff like that, but personally, I don't care about decals. Not that much. Not so much that it's a really big part. I'm going to say useful. I'm just going to say useful. I know people like them. It's probably a thing that's not too hard. It adds a little content around the edges. I personally don't care about them too much. They don't do anything really other than give you a little visual thing going on there, but that's okay. I'll say it's useful. See? Not as snarky. Back on track. Special anniversary inscriptions. Same thing, but those are even less useful. Special anniversary emblems. By the way, these are decals, in case Pilgrim is watching. Special anniversary emblems. I'm just going to say useful. So, again, though, what's going to be taken from that now, if everybody does my answer, is, oh, they like them. Let's crank up the anniversary decals, inscriptions, and emblems. Now I'm starting to think I need to put not sure on everything but the styles because I don't use the rest of them. You know what? This is for you folks, my friends out there in World of Tankland, who like these things. I'm just going to say, you know what? Yeah, keep them coming. It's all right. It's something to win. Uh-oh. All right, well, you don't know this, but it's probably about 30 minutes later. Had to go get another coffee. Had to make a coffee for the wife. I walked by the front door, and the sun's coming up. And you know that glow that just happens at sunrise or sunset, right before or right after? The gloaming. I think gloaming's really for twilight. But anyway, you know when the world's glowing. I had to go out on the back porch and take it in with the dog and the cat and my coffee, you know what I'm saying? Take a little break. Here we are. We're back at it. How do you generally assess each of the following rewards that can be redeemed using anniversary coins? Good question. Personal reserves. Those are useful. Directives. Those are useful. Light tank. That is useful. Pretty straightforward on those. Pretty straightforward. Now, are they the best thing you could give us? You didn't ask that question. Did you give us a rack and stack for what was the most useful of different items? Nah. You just asked us if the things you gave us were useful. Anyway, I'm sure you all can see the flaws in those kinds of questions. The players get a gold key. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Good on him for asking this question. How do you assess each of the anniversary rewards? The badge. It is useless for me. So, I don't know what you expect on this. I mean, badges are background items, not rewards. Badges are things that are interesting if you accomplish something, but not as the reward. They're not. These are like backup singers, wargaming, right? You need good backup singers, but they're not the person you came to the show for. Okay? You know, you know what I'm saying? It's like having Celine Dion open for her backup singers, and then most of the concert is her backup singer. It doesn't matter if you like her or not, right? I just pick some singer that's famous. So, that being said, that is useless. This is very useful. 3D styles, all right. Now, what you didn't ask is, hey, how'd you like the 3D style as the top prize? That's how I didn't like it. So let's delve into this just a little bit, because I don't want to sound like a entitled, although I just did, a jerk about it. There was another prize. There was an A46, but it wasn't for completing missions. It was just for existing. So really, to me, the top prize, air quotes, in your anniversary was getting the A46. I guess that's not true. You had to do missions. Never mind. You had to do missions for the A46, and coins got you the A46, so never mind. Scratch that last little bit. Working through it in my small brain here. So to me, the top prize was the A46, the tank. Anyway, let's move on. This is useless to me. Reference the discussion earlier about the baubles that do nothing for us but are good background stuff to have in the game. Let's move on. General chat for communication between the teams was returned. Ooh, okay. I liked it very much. Okay, wow. Can we just dive down into that for a minute and think, why would they ask that question? Are they thinking about it? Let me make sure I answered this right. Between teams return for some time. What do you think about it? There you go. Yes, Wargaming, put chat back in the game. Man, this is going to get me a little hate, I think, down in the comments. I am very much, as you know, be your own man, be a big boy, girl, person, them, whatever. Also, too, and at the same time, refrain thyself from flaming. Anyway, it's why we can't have nice things. I personally liked it. I'd love to see it come back. Players could use the tank horn. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's not. It's a distraction we don't need. You know what? So here's the interesting thing. What a hypocrite I am, right? I'm fine with the chat being a distraction, but not the horn, just because I don't like the horn. But I will say one thing about it. It is a distraction that doesn't add to the game. And I know some people are going to say, well, global chat doesn't add to the game because it's just all insults. Not all the time. Sometimes it's, hey man, how you doing? Or I got you, or good game, or something like that. So I'm going to stick with my slight hypocrisy. And we're going to go with that. I guess you didn't need to hit return on it. The button just wasn't working on that last one. The Crouching Tiger game event, during which players fought in the Sturmpanzer 6, Sturm Tiger, was held during... I guess I somewhat disliked it. I spell that wrong? Interested. Yes, okay. It's not a mode that, it's not really a mode that interested me. A lot of those little modes don't. The only reason people, in my opinion anyway, play them is for the rewards, not for the fun. Although I do see people post and talk about, yeah, that was pretty fun. But that's why I'm just going to stick with I somewhat disliked it. I just, extrapolating further on those ideas, and I say this over and over, that's time that the developers, programmers, management, company, blah, 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 spend on other than the actual game. So that's my beef with it. That's my personal opinion. I know a lot of people like it. The Brawl mode, 7v7, was available in the game. It's a good question. I don't know where I stand on it. I didn't play it very much. To be quite honest, I didn't give it enough of a chance. I didn't like it because it's a team format, and you put it in randoms. If your team scatters like they do in randoms, which they kind of have to do in randoms based on the way it's played, but in 7v7, the other team is together, which is easier to do in 7v7 because you get smart players that start to figure it out. It's a disaster. It's no fun. But I suppose if you get, 7 guys going in the same direction, it can be quite fun. I'm just going to say I somewhat liked it, even though I don't have a lot of experience. I think it's not a bad, of all of the extra modes that they put in the game, the ones that use your actual tanks and are a variation of pubs of that style of game, which is what made Wargaming's World of Tanks game so good, those are the best of those kinds of extra modes to me. Plus, you can grind vehicles and things. The mission thing is a problem unless it's a specific mission for 7v7s. You usually don't get other missions knocked out. That's another issue right there. But at least you're getting some kind of crew training, free experience, that kind of stuff. What I would say about stuff like these that split off is I don't understand why they're always tier 10. A 7v7 tier 6 would be a blast. 8, tier 7, tier 9. You know what I would do, Wargaming? I would pick some of the weird tiers. That tier 7 and 9. I would make a tier 7 and 9 brawl. Nobody plays those. There's not a lot of premiums in it with overpowered stuff. They're fairly balanced on the tech tree. Do some 7s and 9s. And then let people play tech tree tanks. Give them a reason to have tech tree tanks. Anyway, that was a bit of a sidebar. So that's why I'm going to say I somewhat liked it. During active phase, 7 premiums, 8th by completing missions. I liked it very much. Anytime you can get tanks, that's good. Did you know that archives with videos about the most significant events? Yeah, I probably watched 2 or 3 of them, only to try to data mine in case there was something more special, most special coming on. But I don't care. I'm too busy with stuff, man. I'm too busy playing the game to watch videos, to be quite honest, even though I'm a person who creates videos and hope people watch them. Oh boy. But you know what I mean, right? Anyway, videos by the company about their game and past glories. Don't really care. What is your general, unless I'm in it. If I'm in it, then I'm all about it. All right, so there you go. What is your general opinion about the idea of adding such videos to the game? It's negative. I don't care. Sorry, guys. I know you got people that do that, and you're trying to add interesting content and media and get hype going on. Trying to pick my words carefully here. Companies definitely have to do that. You have to be do a little bit of self-promotion. But I'm not the kind of customer that watches self-promotion too much. I mean, I'll watch another content creator do something. If it's a advertisement just one concise video, an advertisement of what's just about to happen, new mode, new whatever, new tank, maybe I watch it. But videos about past glories and stuff, do not care. Do not care. In fact, I'm going to say, yeah, negative. I already had it there. Are you personally interested in learning the history of World of I think we just covered that. Now, interesting thing about that is I know it pretty well. I've been here about 10 years. So for me, I don't really need to learn it. Even if I wanted to learn the history of a video game, which I don't. What is your general opinion about the garage dedicated to 10th anniversary? Yeah, where's my original garage for my 5th key? That's my opinion. It's the same garage, guys, that you did last year. So what? This question must have went, I liked it very much, and they liked the garage, put it back in. I don't care about the garage. I really don't. Whatever, it's fine. It's the best garage I've ever seen. Everybody, oh God, this question. This is how you know you're at the end of all of their surveys. And I've said this every time we get to it on all the videos you never saw. I am going to publish this one. I made that decision. I think I kept it pretty calm and collected. I didn't call them any names or anything silly. I don't understand what this matters. What are they doing with this information? First of all, I think they know how old I am. Don't you put that in when you sign up? I don't know. I don't remember if you put your birthday in or something. What does this matter? Do they parse it out? I guess you could do that. I mean, you could sort, look at it. Old guys lean this way. Old people, because they don't know if I'm a guy, although they probably do. Younger people lean this way. I don't know. That's probably what they're using it for something. They're asking the question, obviously. I'm just trying to figure out, as a gamer, what does everybody want? What does this really matter? But I suppose, if you're doing your data and you get some really hardcore negative responses to stuff, and they're all old guys, and they're a small percentage of your customer base, which isn't World Tank, so I'm just speculating. You might go, whatever. That part of my customer base doesn't matter as much. I don't know. Age, for some reason, is very important to them. And I'm clearly 18, so let's just keep it at that, all right? Well, that's it. Thank you for taking the survey. I'm sure we read way too much into their little survey. I don't want to beat up the survey guys too much. It's an important part of a business. Getting feedback matters. Listening to your customers. This one was not as bad, which is why I'm going to go ahead and put this out. I'm kind of curious what you guys thought down below. How did you answer these questions? Which questions seemed strange to you? Which questions were good? Just let me know down below. Have a little discussion. Maybe it's because I had just woken up that I was a little calmer. So not bad overall. They're just trying to get some feedback on what's going on out there. That's all I've got for that coffee talk. Have a good rest of your Thursday afternoon. We'll see you guys later. That's Mocha dropping the bone on the ground. See ya.